Hello and welcome to this special Lightboard training video. Today I'm talking about what to do when you don't hear back. Nothing causes us more pain in a job search when we go to an interview, we're told something general like we'll get back to you in 2 weeks and we don't hear back, right? We think that that takes the impetus off of us. Oh, 2 weeks, okay, well I want to give them their space. That's not how it works, okay? You have to constantly drive things forward. It's not the best skilled person that gets hired. It's the person who is on the top of the employer's mind. Best known in that sense is always hired over the best skilled. So how can you keep yourself top of mind? What are some things that you can do? The first thing that you want to do, this makes everything else easy. This isn't going to help you if you've already made the mistake of not doing this though, is to, at the end of the interview, ask when you can expect to hear back. Okay, so number one, ask when you can expect to hear back. I'm just going to write the whole thing out because you don't stop there. Okay? You're going to ask when you can expect to hear back. You know what they're going to give you as far as an answer goes? They're going to say something general. Okay? So, let me make this brighter. They're going to give a general response like 2 weeks. That's where most people stop. 2 weeks, okay. This is not good enough for you. What I want you to do is come back with something to this effect where you say, I can appreciate that. I'm very busy in my job search and I like to stay organized. By the way, this looks really good to them. I like to stay organized. So if I don't hear back from you in, let's say, 2 weeks and a day on this date, is it okay if I give you a call? All right, so I want you to clarify. Clarify, right? Mention that you want to stay organized. Also, it's good to say that you're very active in your job search, right? Active in job search. And I want you to get a specific date, okay? Get a specific date. I'm telling you, this is the only way, the only foolproof way to stay out of the pain of radio silence, of not hearing back. So you can say, you know, something like 2 weeks and a day, 2 weeks, 2 days, whatever. What's the date? Right? What is that actual date? Get a number. You want a number here. All right? If you don't have a number, they're not going to get back to you. So make sure you have a number. All right? As in the date. And then they say, sure. Don't say, okay, great, it's not over there. Ask for their phone number. Say, perfect, what's the best number to call on that date? You're reinforcing this. You're getting them to commit before you leave. People are very open to committing when the rapport is there, you've talked to them, you have them there in person. Is it a little bit uncomfortable for you? Yeah, sure. But you want to get the answer. Do you want to have the discomfort of not hearing back at all? No, you want to be committed. You'll stay inside their head. There'll be an open loop inside their head now. And so what I want you to do here is say, ask for phone number. They'll give you their office. Doesn't matter if they give you their office phone, their cell phone. Either way, you actually have a number to call, not just another email to send an email to and then never hear back from, right? So ask for phone number. So that's the most important thing to do. Now, some of you are probably thinking, okay, great. This is very, very helpful. This would have been helpful to know, 2 weeks ago before I had my interview. So if you've already had your interview, I'm going to erase this and give you some advice on what to do. All right, so number one, I want you to follow up right after your interview. Okay, even before your interview, I want you to connect with as many people at the company as possible, sending connection request notes on LinkedIn. Okay, so number one, connect before you interview. All of these strategies, by the way, will work when you're networking too, and you're waiting to hear back from a networking contact. Connect before interview on LinkedIn, okay? With as many people as possible. I get so many PhDs asking me, should I connect with them before the interview? Is that weird? Am I stalking? What are you talking about? You got an interview. Connect with as many people there as possible, especially the people you're going to be talking to, especially the hiring manager, the people you've already talked to. Okay, number two, afterwards, send immediate email. Immediate email. If you don't know their email, you can look it up. What do you use for this? It's hunter.io. You can find anybody's email with hunter.io. I want you to send an immediate email and handwritten note. The data on this is incredible. It's like a 70% increased chance of getting hired or going to the next interview if you send something handwritten. And I have an app that'll do it for you. Okay, so the app that's going to do this for you, it's called Handwrytten. And they have a funky way of spelling written. It's WRYTTN, I believe. Right? .com. They'll send a handwritten note for you. Then I want you to wait 3 days. I don't care if they said it's going to be a month. I want you to wait 3 days. Every 3 days, you're rotating. Now, you rotate so it doesn't seem super aggressive. You rotate between LinkedIn message, right? Email, and another handwritten note. I mean, spend a few bucks, right? And a handwritten note. Again, top of mind is what's going to get you hired. Staying top of mind. What if they interview somebody else who's just as good as you, but they emailed that person last? That person's going to be top of mind if you're not reaching out. Now, what do you do here? You just keep saying thank you. You bring up things that you've talked about. You can add value. Look at their LinkedIn profile, at the influencers they follow. Send them an article from that influencer. Mention a book that that influencer also read. Find different connections. Any reason is okay. Any reason. This is the social norm of industry. This kind of follow-up, okay, is valued in industry. I want you to do it. That's the only way to ensure you'll move on to that next interview stage and then get the job offer. So hopefully this helps you. Hopefully it's not too late to help you. As always, remember your value as a PhD and start thinking and acting like a successful industry professional.